Hey everybody, come on in, come on in. I literally just finished making another YouTube video and then hurried up and ended it and started this one, which is going to be a review of Greenleaf. The last review that I just did was of a review that somebody had made about my channel. So make sure you check that out too as well. I got a pretty good review from Brother Jay, who's on YouTube. And I was like quite pleased that he recommended my channel to his platform. That's awesome. So that just gave me a little motivation to keep doing what I'm doing and letting me know that, you know, I'm doing pretty good right here, right now in these YouTube streets. But anyway, I hope you guys caught Greenleaf the other day. Man, Greenleaf be giving me life. If you do not watch this show and you like some good old church nasty drama, this is the show for you. So I definitely recommend that you watch Greenleaf. On your way in, make sure you please like this video and subscribe to this video if you are not subscribed, and hit that bell. That bell after you hit subscribe lets you know that you from now on will receive all my future live notifications and my video notifications as well. And also, the first comment in the chat is by me. Please check out my Facebook page, Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice, because I am also a cake decorator along with being a YouTube commentator. And I have free promotions every month where I give out free cakes. First of the month, you inbox me a number 1 through 100. That's all you got to do. As long as you subscribe to this channel and as long as you subscribe to my Facebook page, Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice, you can enter the free cake drawing at the beginning of every month. And that goes, of course, if you're in the Omaha area, Omaha, Bellevue, La Vista, Papillion, Carter Lake, Council Bluff, you know, all those areas around me, of course. But anyway, check out my Facebook page and check my cakes out. I'm a pretty good cake decorator, cake designer. I actually call myself a cake artist. But hey, Miss Diaries, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Let's get into this Greenleaf tea. Now, the title of this show was called The Underdog, and it was season 3, episode 4 that we are reviewing. And it starts out, well, okay, you know, the last episode at the very end, Lady May had reminded her husband, Bishop James, that they are over, they are done, kaput, getting a divorce. As soon as they get this IRS situation taken care of, you know, with Sister Clara, then they are done. She's getting a divorce and moving along. So the episode opens up with May visiting her good friend that she hasn't seen in a while, and her name is Maxine Patterson, and she's being played by Patti LaBelle. I liked how they incorporated Patty's Patty's name into, you know, Maxine Patterson. But Patty, I love her. So she did a good job on this episode, even though she wasn't in there for that many minutes. But maybe we'll see her in future episodes. She's sitting around chopping it up with Miss Maxine, and you know, telling her basically what she's been going through, her problems that she's having in her marriage, and telling her about James, and she's seeking a divorce, and telling her she should have listened to her, you know, way back in the day before she, you know, started dating the pastor. She was supposed to be going off to school, going off to Howard, and then, you know, going into ministry for herself. But instead, she met James, they fell in love, had kids, and the story went on from there. And we're ended up where we are right now. But Maxine is like, you know what? You crazy. Why would you give up everything you got and give up this platform that you have when you have your own church? You have this huge mega church and you want to start all over. She's like, please, you better stay, fix it up, take over, Lady May. That's your church just as well as it is his. So, you know, just stay there and do what you got to do there. So, she has some thinking about, has some things to think about and consider, because she takes her advice, and, that's a good friend of hers. She's a pastor, so, she knows what she's talking about, I'm sure. But, anyway, and then, after she leaves the not the service, thinking about church. After she leaves, she goes and she talks to the secretary. Well, actually, it's her husband's receptionist, and she's talking to her, and I'm like, they're getting ready for. Hold on, I got some on my notes. Okay, here we go. Kevin. Now, I'm going to talk about Kevin real quick. Kevin and Charity. I can't remember if they got a divorce. I know they are separated and they're having like this custody issue. And Charity, she's still out of town. And because she had went following behind Jabari because she was supposed to be touring with them, but she told Jabari that she couldn't come because she was having these issues with Kevin. Kevin was threatening her because I guess they have an agreement where she is not supposed to take their child, over state lines. And I'm like, first of all, Kevin, did he not leave and he left Charity with the baby? He said he didn't, he had to find himself. He had just announced that he was gay to Charity, told her, he can't be married to her anymore. He went to counseling. Counseling didn't work. I guess they had this, they have these programs or these counselors that try to, get you back straight in so many words. And I'm like, you can't, if somebody's really gay, you can't go to a class and they just taught you for an hour a week and make you become straight. If you're gay, you're gay. I don't know if you can really be born gay or not. I'm not going to say that you can't because, I don't have no issues with any gay people. But we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. Now, just like that, May, she returns to her estate from Maxine's church in Atlanta. Now, instead of canceling this big old gala that they having for the round table with their church, the bishop basically, after she talked to Maxine, it was like a light bulb went off in her head. Like she just came up with some bright ideas. And so she returns and she's like, check and make sure everything is okay. Make sure the place looks fine. The place looks beautiful. Like they're about to have a nice ball going on up in there. They have a big, beautiful house. So everything is set up. Everything is ready to go. And the Lady May is asking the receptionist, like, is everything cool? Is everybody RSVP'd? And she tells her, everybody has RSVP'd except for one person. And who might that be? Miss Lady Cross. Miss Lady Cross did not RSVP. And I'm thinking, now, why isn't she coming? Everybody else is going to be there. She's part of the round table because she does give large donations to the church. And I guess she got that money from ex-husbands. Ex-husbands, plural. And so she's like, okay, Lady May, though, but she don't want to see her anyway because she's still thinking that her husband and, Miss Cross is having an affair, although they are not, but that's what she's thinking. So Bishop and Lady May, they came up with this plan. Although she plans on divorcing him for the sake of the church and for the sake of the congregation, she is going to put on a united front, pretend like everything is happy with them, pretend like they're on good terms and everything so they can get them coins so they can pay off the IRS bill. So, now, Little Miss Zora, this child, this demon seed, Little Miss Zora, she's about to make me, she's about to make me reach through that TV and snatch her butt up and just, I can't stand her mouth, and her attitude, and it's like, oh, she got a nasty mouth, but she's up there and she's talking to her parents and everything, and they're getting ready for the gala. And she's up there, getting smart with them and getting smart with her father. Now her mom wants her trying to move this screen so I'm right in the middle. Her mom wants her to go to a boot camp, but her father is really not having that. Me personally, I would send her butt somewhere. She needs to go upstate somewhere because this girl's mouth is just out of this world and she's disrespectful. Not only is she disrespectful, but she's stealing from the church. Did y'all see her when she was stealing from the church? And she had the audacity, why everybody had their eyes closed, to take money out the offering plate. You supposed to be up there doing a good deed for the church, working for the Lord. Your father, you already on punishment. They done took your TV. Sorry, I'm moving my screen. I got all these screens up behind me. But they done took your TV and everything. And you up there still, acting like a little... She's bad. She's bad. I'm with her mom. I think she needs to send her upstate, all the way upstate, put her in boot camp and, let them try to get her right because something's wrong with that little girl. And if they don't hurry up and get a hold onto her, I mean, she's going to eventually try to run back to that little boy, the little boy that was putting his hands on her and disrespecting her and beating her. And I'm like, get your child, please get your child. But anyway, her mom is like, what? I think we need to send her. Her father is like, what? We can work this out. Don't send my baby upstate. But anyway, so we'll figure out what they're gonna do with her a little bit later. But as far as Kevin, like I said, he was being a deadbeat before, but now he wants to act like Captain Save a Child. And he's upset and panicking. He just rushes up into the gala and he's looking for Charity because she's not returning her calls. And Grace is like, hold on. What's going on? Why are you panicking? What's wrong? And he tells her, you know what? Charity, she done took my baby. I don't know where she at. And Grace is trying to calm him down. Let's call her. I'll call her and find out where she at. And she does call her and she picks up the phone, chilling at the pool, having a good time, sipping a little something. And she's like, you okay? Is everything all right? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. She's like, and where's the baby? And immediately Charity is like, I know you was not questioning my motherhood. The baby is fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Her husband, her ex-husband, Kevin, he wants to talk to her. So Grace hands him the phone. But of course, Charity hangs up in his face. Then he starts threatening, I'm going to call the cops. She is not supposed to take the baby over state lines. I'm going to call the cop. Grace tries to talk him out of it. She tries to talk his lover out of it. He's like, you know what? He's going to do what he wants to do. But, he said he'll try and see what he can do. Now, once the gala gets started, Miss Lady May, she's up there and she's entertaining her guests. And an old friend of Bishop walks in, and his name is Percy Lee. And I'm like, who is Percy Lee? I don't remember seeing him, in previous episodes. But anyway, a little bit about him. I do know from this last episode, he runs a funeral home. And I think he has something to do with them hooking up Lady May and Bishop when they first met. So she's like really excited to see him. And I guess the bishop has other reasons why he's there. And Ladies May like, what is he doing here? How did this come about? And he's like, well, I asked him, was he available? He said he could come, so he came. And I think James is kind of hoping that Percy, would have a good effect on Lady May, her decision as far as, getting divorced and everything. Even though Lady May keeps reiterating, we're over, we're done, we're through. And so Grace, after she gets Kevin taken care of, she goes back into the party and goes back handling her business, goes to meet up with her man and everything. This party, everything seems to be going fine. And everybody's mingling and drinking and eating. And I'm like, what? In comes Mrs. Cross. And I'm like, what is she doing here? She didn't even RSVP, but then she shows up. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. I'm confused. What's going on? But anyway, she comes up in there and she's looking all cute and all sexy, you know, just bling and bling, bling, bling. But you know how it goes. Everything that blings ain't gold. And Mrs. Cross definitely is not one to be messed with. So she's up there and immediately Lady May, she is like, you know, upset. Somebody's calling me. She's like upset because she still thinks that they are having a relationship. And even though James, you know, insists that he's not having a relationship, he done told her, he done told Grace, I'm not having a relationship with this gal. I'm not having a relationship with this gal. So, you know, let's drop it. Anywho, I'm sorry. Somebody keeps calling my phone. But anywho, so she walks up in there and Lady May is like, you better get your girl. You better get your girl before I snatch her up. And so he pulls her to the side, you know, kindly pulls her to the side and takes her to the side. And all the while, Lady May is glaring from across the room like, yeah, you better check that witch. But, you know, Jane pulls her to the side and he's like, what are you doing here? And she dumbfoundedly, did I do anything wrong? Of course you did something wrong. He done asked you several times to stay away from him. He don't want to be seen with you because of all the accusations already that they're up to something. And he reminds her that he's trying to fix things with his wife. Now, with her being there, it don't look right at all. And he's trying to explain this to her. And so she's like, but hold up. You're the reason why I'm like this. You know that I am in love with you. And you come invite me to the church and invite me to the Biltmore, to the hotel, and you was hugging on me and acting like you was kissing me, and then you tell me that your wife, that you're still in love with your wife, you're leading me on. And he was like, I'm looking at him like, okay, yeah, it is his fault that he invited her to the Biltmore Hotel. It is his fault. But this chick is about to go fatal attraction on him, talking about how much she's in love with him. And, you know, you almost kissed me, you held me, you know, I'm always thinking about you and da 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 da. And now you just want to sweep me under the rug like a little secret. I can see a lot of bad coming about this because she is straight going fatal attraction. And then she's telling him he's giving her mixed then she says he's giving him her mixed signals. And I'm like, what mixed signals? Okay, they went to the hotel. Okay, then after that, they didn't have sex. They didn't have sex. He tells her right after that, you know, that was a mistake. We're getting too close for comfort. You need to keep your distance. Give me 50 feet. And the only time we can see each other is in church. Now, she's telling him, well, you know, this is a church function. I am on the round table. So why can't I be here? And he's just telling her, you know what? Lady May. Lady May is not having it. I'm going to need you to leave the party peacefully. And I'll deal with you later. And he definitely needs to deal with her because she's crazy. She's psycho. And I'm like, man, they're going to end up having to put her on a starch white gown and strap her down to a bed. Her head, her ankles, her feet, her wrists, tie her down to a bed because she's crazy. And I'm like, on her way out, I knew it when she was on her way out. And she overheard that Clara had some business with the church, like some church business, because first she was talking to Clara about, you know, maybe donating to her fund because, you know, she has some things going on. And she's like, well, you know what? I'm already mixed up in some business, with the pastor and with the church and everything. So I'm like, I kind of knew that she was kind of going to inquire about that. And she does. On her way out, she shows some interest in the business that Miss Clara, has with the church. And she's pulling her to the side, like, Miss Moneybags, what's going on with you and the pastor? You know what? Is everything okay? Being all nosy and sneaky. But Miss Clara tells her real quick, she nips it in the bud. That is business between us three. And you need to basically, leave that alone because that's none of your business, girl. None of your business. But her conniving tail, she goes on to tell her, you know what? If I were you, I would be careful. Make sure you talk to your financial advisor because if I was your financial advisor, I would definitely be looking out for your best interest. And then she turns and struts out the door. Of course, Miss Clara's up there like, I think, she just hit a nerve. She just hit a nerve. And you right, Diaries, Kevin and Cherry, they are crazy. But Kevin, like I said, I call him, you see the title of this review. He calling himself Captain Check Save a Child right now. But anyway, Zora. Now, Sophia, she's, being nice to Zora. That's her cousin. She's always looking out for her cousin because, she wants to make sure everything is good with her. She done got in trouble with her parents. She's on groundation. Matter of fact, it was because of Sophia that Zora even got her TV back after she got grounded. But then it got quickly confiscated again when they accused her. She's allegedly stealing, but we saw her steal and she is stealing. But you know what? She goes on to tell Sophia basically, you know what? I'm still grounded. And she's like, well, at least you got your TV back. And she tells her, nope, that got taken away because they think I'm a thief. They think I'm stealing. And Sophia's like, well, did you? And her 5-finger discount butt going to say no. Like, you just gonna sit there and lie and say you did not steal. Yes, you did steal. You stealing from the Lord's house, and you know you wrong for that. But anyway, she's mad at Sophia still because she didn't, help her get a phone when she gave her some money. And Sophia was like, you know what? Well, if you are not stealing, you is grounded. You don't have a job. Your parents obviously not giving you any money because you're grounded and in trouble. So where did you get the money from? And then Zora, she goes off. She's like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of you. Every time, I try to talk to you, you always got to act all holier than thou. We used to be super close. Now you just get on my nerves and be sucking the life out of me. And Sophia's like, well, you know what? I'm looking out for you. You the one up here getting knocked upside the head by your man. But then Zora goes on and calls her, because Sophia don't like her boyfriend. Don't nobody like Zora's boyfriend because she's a woman beater. And yes, Zora does need her. She needs a good butt whooping. I'm reading the messages in the chat from Diaries. Yes, she does need a good butt whooping. And if that child was mine, like I said, I always say, thank God I didn't have no girls because I'd probably be in jail. I swear I'd be in jail. But so then Sophia, she calls her boyfriend a pile of trash and Zora's offended. So she calls Sophia, a pile of trash. And then Sophia and her get into an argument and Sophia's like, you know what? Let's find out, what your boyfriend done taught you because he's laying hands on you and busting you upside your head. So let's find out what he done taught you. And she pushes her and then they start, rumbling around or whatever, acting like they're going to fight or whatever, they, tussling. And what's her name? I call her Kiki. Kiki walks in and she sees him. She's like, you know what are you guys doing? Start arguing and stop fighting your cousin. What's going on? And she picks up the laptop and notices that she's talking to that dude, that Zora is talking to, the one that they don't want her to see. And so she goes off, goes left. Why are you still talking to him? I don't want you to be talking to him. No, you're not supposed to be communicating with him at all. And so Zora, she gets up in her mama face. Like, gets up all in her mama face. I thought she was about to hit her mom. And she's talking about, when I get older, I'm going to move out and I'm going to be with him and we're going to go off in forever ever land and be happily ever after. And her mom is like, no, you're not. You're not going to be with him. And she raises her hand up. Man, did y'all see how Kiki grabbed her wrist? I thought she was going to snap that mug. I'm like, ooh, she about to slap the taste out of her mouth. But she didn't slap her, and she just, grabbed her wrist, and she told her, you know what, if you don't get your hand out of my face, little girl. See, that's when I would just give it to me. I'm going to just throw her over my lap and pop, pop, pop. She needs a good old-fashioned butt whooping. But her mom, anyway, she sends her out the house, sends her out the room and everything. Now, Miss Clara, she decides that she is going to speak to Lady May about the money situation. She's already given them millions, and for some reason the church still, in trouble with the IRS. They want her to give more millions. And after speaking to Snake Lady, Mrs. Cross, she's like, having second thoughts and everything. She's like, you know what? I'm going to get my financial advisor and we're going to have another sit down and discuss this money situation. And Lady May is taken aback like, okay, all right, we can set that up and everything. But how much do y'all want to bet, or how much y'all want to wager that Mrs. Cross is going to be her financial advisor? If not Mrs. Cross, it's going to be somebody closely affiliated with Mrs. Cross. Mark my words. I can't wait till the next episode. But then, after the gala is over, the next day, Grace is chilling in her office and everything, and she notices that the church is all over the internet and they're being investigated. IRS taxes and everything. They owe a lot of money. They in debt. And I'm like, how the heck? I don't know what she's going to do about that, because they showed her when she saw it on the internet, but then somebody walked in and basically, interrupted her from watching it. So I'm like, and the rest of the show, I don't think she mentioned it at all, So anywho, I guess maybe next episode she'll approach her parents about that. But Carissa and Jacob, they end up, because at the party, Jacob, he had mentioned to his mom what was going on, with his daughter, because she saw her son looks a little distressed about something. And he tells her, Zora's acting up. She done stole money from the church. She's being disrespectful. And then, of course, everybody know about the guy that they're trying to keep her from. And she's like, you know what? How about you send her, to me? Because if she stays with me, she's definitely not going to be disrespectful to me. And I'm sure, I can help you guys out in that situation. So Jacob, brings up that information to Carissa. And Carissa's like, nope, I'm sorry. But I do not need your mother's I do not need your mother's help to take care of my child, and we can take care of our child ourselves. And then Jacob's like, well, I don't want her going to this boot camp, out of town in Oregon. And basically Carissa's like, nope, we can take care of our child ourselves. And basically, what happens? I guess she, listened to her and decided, to take him up on his offer, or take Mrs. Lady May up on her offer. And they end up taking Zora over to her house. Now, after they drop Zora off at the house, Lady May, she's acting all excited, glad to see her and everything. And of course, little mean butt, she runs off to her room or whatever, and Lady May, get back here and tell your parents that you love them, and give them a kiss and give them a hug, and da. She takes her luggage back into the room. So I hope Lady May can get her right, because that little girl, I don't know about her. I can foresee her sneaking off definitely again with that little boy. I can definitely see that. But Clara, I mean Charity. You see how Charity, I guess, okay, Jamari done broke her heart. He done hired a new singer to take Charity's place because Charity kept giving reasons why she couldn't go out of town because, you know, the little baby Nathan and his crazy daddy who's all of a sudden back in his life. So she goes on a tour, takes the baby because she definitely misses Jabari and she wants to sing. She gets down there and finds out, you know, basically he done dropped you, sis. He done moved on that quick, that quick. They found him a new singer and a new a new lead singer and a new lead girlfriend. So she's all depressed and stuff, and she's caught up, you know, singing. I think they were like in a restaurant or something, and she's singing and everything. And in walks the cops. In walks the cops. The cops. I'm like, oh my god, they done really called the Kevin, Captain Save a Child, they really called the cops. I'm like, that's dirty. That's dirty. Now, you know what? He had left and abandoned his son. I'm like, you left and abandoned your son because you want to find yourself to see if you was really gay or if you could become straight again. But you just left. And she took over. She stayed there. You know, I'm a single parent. We do that. You can walk off. Men can walk off. They can leave, not pay child support, do whatever they want to do, make more babies, take care of other people's babies. You see that little shade? Take care of other people's babies and not take care of yours. And I'm not saying this personally. This is my experience. This is not my experience. I have very good fathers for my children. But I'm just saying, Captain Save a Child. How you gonna call the cops on her? Like, okay, anyway. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope that CPS will not be involved because you know once CPS is involved, they gonna always be involved. And I don't know if he's gonna try to get full custody or not. I don't know, but hopefully she'll get that taken care of. But and then I'm sorry. And then as far as like I said, as far as Mrs. Cross, I do believe that she is going to end up being the financial advisor. Yep, diaries. She should have beat her tail. She really should have beat her tail. And I'm like, I'm from the old school. We don't play that. I mean, before I could even think about getting smart with my mom, it was pop, pop, go to your room. And we didn't have cell phones and computers in our room and all that stuff back then. The main thing we had for entertainment back then was cable. And cable wasn't always on in the house every now and then. And I mean, the telephone, I did have my own teen line, but you know what? You can get grounded from that too, whether you got your own teen line or got to use the regular phone. But other than that, and the radio, our tapes, you know, whatever. These kids got it good. But hopefully, like I said, Lady May, she'll get her right. But yeah, and for Jacob, when he was talking to his wife about, you know, not wanting her to go to boot camp, did you hear what she said? Talking about, I don't need Lady May to take care of my child. And Kevin was like, well, you know what? I don't want her going upstate to the woods, you know, with the Blair Witch Project. And I'm thinking, come on now, boot camps, they ain't that bad, are they? I mean, I wouldn't know personally. I was a good kid. I was a okay. I was better than most. I was better than most kids. But anywho, that little girl, she's a hot mess. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the money situation with Lady May and her husband in the church, the IRS situation, as far as Mrs. Cross. And I'm still like, let me know if y'all have figured out what is like the end game, because I mean, she obviously was trying to get with James, trying to get him to, you know, sleep with her and everything. But I think in the last review that I said, she had mentioned something about, she's been there, it didn't happen to her, she didn't went through it or whatnot, when Grace was talking to her about her uncle. Because, Grace and her uncle had got into it. He had molested her. He had molested so many women and raped so many women. And now he's dead. And she was basically, trying to say, I understand where you're coming from. I kind of think that whatever it is going on, it has to do with the uncle. But I'm still lost on that. Like, what is this lady, Mrs. Cross's end game? So y'all let me know if y'all know anything about that. I'm just reading the comments. Oh, you walked around with a busted lip for a year because of your smart mouth. Shoot, I swear I got some licks. I got some licks still visible from, when I was younger, because like I said, I was better than most kids, but I still got in trouble every now and again. Now, and also let me know what y'all think about Charity. If you think Kevin is going to try to get custody, do you think CPS might be involved? I really hope CPS don't be involved, but anywho. And let's see, just making sure I went over everything that I was trying to go over. Okay, yep, I did. So, also, do you think Zora, the last one, do you think Zora should be shipped upstate? Do you think that she should be sent to boot camp? Or do you think Lady May, because right now, Lady May and them got so much going on, I don't even know why she want to pick up another project. I mean, she's dealing with her husband, thinking that he's sleeping with, or did sleep with, Mrs. Cross. They dealing with the IRS situation. Miss Clara, they trying to get Miss Moneybags to give up some more. And if you haven't been keeping up with the show, Miss Clara, she had won the Powerball or lottery or something like that, and she had already gave them millions before, for the church, and they are basically in debt. Like, I think it was $4 million that they need, but I don't know. I don't know. I still think the financial advisor is going to pop up, and it's going to end up being Mrs. Cross. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that, and put your comments in the chat. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure, if you are not already a subscriber, make sure you already subscribe. And is that it, diaries? That's right. I do remember. Okay. I think I do remember. What is the name of the other lady that's working? The one working in Jacob's receptionist, the one that be wearing the little bitty mini skirts and the tight dresses. What's her name? The one who's in cahoots with Mrs. Cross. I can't remember her name, but I think I remember them talking about that. But that's crazy. Yeah, Charity, she is really spoiled. And I had forgot that she was Pastor Skank's sister. So basically, I wonder, are they trying to get the church? Trying to get the church back? Because where is he? Where is Basie? I know he left. I know he left. Yeah, Tasha, that's her. That's her. He left her, and she be trying to come on to Jacob. Remember the episode where she was trying on the necklace and she took the picture, remember? And once he got home and gave the necklace to his wife, Kiki, he popped his phone open and it was a picture of her wearing the necklace. I'm like, girl, you crazy? Why you sending him this picture? And then I thought by now that his wife, Kiki, would have, I don't know. You know how sometimes not that she goes through his phone, but sometimes we might answer their phone, our guy or whatever answer, see this picture in her phone. Like, I don't know why she did that. I think she's trying to get him caught up in some mess and have his wife believing that she's messing around with him, while Mrs. Cross got Lady May thinking she's messing around with her husband, the bishop. But yeah, what else y'all say? Just reading the comments. Oh, thank you for liking my Facebook page. Yeah, cake decorating, that's what I love to do. That's where my heart is. As a matter of fact, I just made something today. Let me see if I can pull it up. Looking on my phone. Okay. I'm about to show y'all what I made today. As a matter of fact, they should be picking it up right now. Yeah. Okay, I made this cute little, hold on, let me see. Let me Facebook. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You said Rashetta Henry? Yeah, I know her. Well, okay, I don't know her personally, but I do know her. We're in a couple of Facebook groups together, and she's a chef, isn't she? I think she's a cook or chef. I can't remember exactly what she does, but I do think she gets down in the kitchen. I do think that for sure. But yeah, are you? And yes, I am from North Omaha. Are you in Omaha? Yeah, they is trying to take down the Greenleafs. They is. I was just still trying to figure out like what is the end game with these folks. But yeah, I guess it does have. I know it has something to do with Basie, but I still think for some reason it has something to do with her uncle too. I don't know why I feel like that. Just because of the way that she was looking at Grace when they were sitting around. Remember when she had came to Grace's office and she was sitting around and she was talking to Grace, and because Grace had invited her there because she needed her help with the funds that she's doing for, I think she said, was it for battered women or something like that. But I'm gonna show you the picture of what I did today. It's so cute. It's for a little boy and it's for his birthday and he likes trucks. So here it is. This is what I made today. And it says, trucking my way to the party to say happy 5th birthday, Tugga. That's his nickname. But anyway, it's detachable cupcakes. And it's about 24 cupcakes. And I just put frosting on them and shaped it to replicate like a little toy truck for his birthday party. So I hope he does like that. But yeah, I do a lot of cake work and baking, and yeah. Oh, you're in North Omaha? Chubbs, that's on 16th Street. That's my favorite store to go for catfish nuggets. Oh, them catfish nuggets be good. But yeah, I go there. Yep. Rashad, I knew she cooked or baked or something. I know she gets down because we're in a food group together, And so, you know, people in there be posting pictures of, you know, what they cook, or posting pictures of something they seen on the internet, like interesting recipes. And of course, I post my cakes in there, all my cakes and cupcakes and party table treat pics and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, they're on their way to pick up that, for the little boy's party right now. But yeah, send me a friend request if you're in Omaha on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Tanya Haley, Tanya. Haley, Haley. Send me a friend request. But yeah, everybody, just let me know what you thought about the show today, and thought about the the show the other day. And again, make sure you like the video and share the video. And check out the review that Brother Jay gave me. Some of you that might came in late, I had made a video earlier, right before this one. Brother Jay, who has his own YouTube platform, had checked out my page, my channel, my reviews that I do on TV shows, and he actually gave me a good review on his channel and recommended me to other people. So he did that for a few people and recommended them, and I'm going to sub to them. I think I already subbed to some of them, but I'm going to sub to them and they sub to me. And, you know, it's all about support here on YouTube. We got to support people, you know, in these YouTube streets, especially if they have good content and they're good people. You know, there's a lot of people out here on Facebook that I just can't mess with. But the good ones, especially, you know, the good ones who have good contact and, you know, good positive vibes and everything, I mess with them. So anywho, I'm about to get off this video, because again, my customer is coming to pick up this birthday cake, cupcakes, whatever you want to call it, detachable cupcake cake for this little boy's birthday party. And I will be back with you most likely tomorrow, because I still have to watch I think it was Insecure. Yeah, Insecure. I think I missed Insecure. And Married to Medicine. No, I did that one already. Yep, it's Insecure. So I got to do an Insecure, and I'll probably do that tomorrow during the afternoon. So anyway, in the meantime and in between time, make sure you guys stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Oh, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, send me a friend request. And you stay blessed too. Thank you. Have a good day.